Do you expect your medical students to have had prior clinical exposure? I mean, most medical schools do, if not all. And is there any kind of clinical exposure or experience that you prefer to see, or that is not so valuable? For example, shadowing versus virtual shadowing.
Well, that's an interesting question because we know that we kind of in this post-COVID world, people are just trying to get those opportunities where they can. To answer the first part of that question, yes, it is an important component. Having clinical experiences is it's such a crucial part of a couple of things. One is it's important to the student because it helps them understand, is this the profession for them? So I
Yeah.
think getting exposed to those clinical experiences sometimes is less to prove to us as admissions and recruitment folks as much as it is to prove to the student that this is the real career path for them. You'll also see on our website there's a block of text that talks about what we're looking for in applicants, and you'll see that that last bullet point says students that are committed to the fierce work of medicine. And I think this ties into that idea of clinical experiences to know what the fierce work of medicine is, to understand the truth of medicine, to understand that medicine has its good days and its bad days. That's an important thing to know. And I think the only way you can get that is if you immerse yourself in a clinical environment. It doesn't mean you're doing surgery and saving lives, but it means that you're seeing that and you're seeing how physicians interact with patients, how they interact, as you pointed out earlier, with other doctors, how they interact with other members of the healthcare team. And so I think, can you get that virtually? Maybe, but I think there's no substitute for being in a clinic and seeing it firsthand. I think it also helps applicants in two other ways. One is it helps you with your personal statement. You're going to be asked to
Oh,
write a
yeah.
personal statement. You're going to be asked to tell what motivates you, and it's much easier to do that when you have experiences backing that up. And then the final way is at the interview. It's where you really get to not just tell the story, but really start to tell examples and really start to kind of flesh out what that experience looked like and be able to talk about that in person.